I wanted to show how I put my love cards on a banner like this. Obviously it's going the other direction, but just how I attached it to the ribbon. And all of the products you see here are from Stampin' Up, but the ribbon I ordered off of Amazon, and the first kind I got was really nice because it was the same on both sides. So when you had to tie a bow for the top, you didn't have to worry about trying to make the right side show. But the second spool I bought on Amazon was not the same on both sides, and so that made it much harder for me to use that. I also got, those were both grosgrain. I also got these the satin polka dot ribbon, which is what I'm going to use, and even though it's on the other side not the matching, I felt like the bow looked okay. You have the middle part that's black, but the rest you can kind of, because it's thinner ribbon, you can finagle it to show the polka dot side better. So all I did to attach these was use what do they call it, tear tape or score tape, and I used 1/2 inch wide, but depending on your ribbon you could use even wider. That's just what I had. So first I'm going to put that on the back of all my cards, and I don't think I put it the whole way down, maybe just most of the way. So you just get it on the center of your card, and I'm going to go ahead and do that on the rest while I pause it. Okay, now I've added the tear tape to all of my cards, and then I've cut a length of ribbon. I believe it's about 30 to 35 inches, something like that. And at the bottom I put that little banner trim. And so before I peel the tape off, I'm going to lay these down, space them out, just kind of pull that along. And hopefully you can see in there. Then I'll peel off my tear tape. Now this would actually probably be better if I turn them upside down, but since I already have them, that way I can make sure my tear tape's hitting the ribbon. But since I already have them laid out, we'll just hope that my tear tape is really down the center. That one looks a little bit crooked, but crooked. Okay, so I'm trying to just line those. That one also, it looks not perfect, but this is homemade. So sometimes those homemade things are not perfect, and that's okay. When you hang it on your wall, it will still look beautiful. When you pull this stuff off, you have to be careful not to actually peel the tape off with you. Okay, so I guess I could be using my grid paper to help me. I didn't think of that until that moment. I could have spaced them all apart. So when you do that, you guys can maybe be smarter than I was. Except that wasn't even, and now this one's not even. The good news is, if you don't push too hard, you can lift it. I'm actually really gonna use that. Except I don't know how far apart my others were. They look about like that. Oh, it's stuck to my fingers. Okay, so then I have my love, and then this top part, I'm gonna wrap around and put another bit of this tear tape. And I got this on Amazon too. I've bought it on Office Supply as well. I just looked to see which one looks the least expensive because the prices fluctuate. I think this was only $10 for 25 yards when I bought it. So then you leave enough at the top to have, you're gonna add your bow on the other side. And so I just came back and covered it like that. I could have maybe put more on the other cardstock just in case, but oops, sorry, I totally just whacked the camera. Okay, now I just, like I showed earlier, I had already tied my bow, And once again, I will use the tear tape for that. Now you could use a hot glue gun, I'm sure, or even probably regular glue, although you have to wait for that to dry, which can be annoying. So this is just fast and it's sticky, and so far it's hung on my wall without any problems. Nothing's fallen off. So I'm gonna arrange that the way I like it. Stick it to my other ribbon. And then I just used a thumbtack to attach it to the wall. I'm sure you could put a hole in it and put a nail, but I just stuck the thumbtack on and stuck it in my wall. So I will post measurements for every little card on my blog, as well as a supply list, but that's how you put it together when you're done.